So, Nosferatu is a new gothic horror film written and directed by Robert Eggers, and it's the remake of the 1922 film of the same name. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this is the third remake of it. There was a remake made by Werner Herzog, which I've only heard the greatest things about, and there was also a remake that came out just last year from what I've heard, and this being, well, the third film, the third remake. And Nosferatu is the gothic tale of obsession between a beautiful, haunted young lady portrayed by Lily Rose Depp and a terrifying vampire portrayed by Bill Skarsgård, who is infatuated with this young lady. Before I continue on with today's video, I just wanted to say, welcome to my channel, everybody. For those of you who are coming by my channel for the very first time, be sure to hit the subscribe button to not miss a future video, whether it's a future review, a reaction, a top 5, or whatever I've coming your way, and join me on my journey to 10K subscribers and beyond, because believe me when I say this, guys, you are not going to miss the cool stuff I have coming your way. And for those of you coming back to my channel, by the way, welcome back, everybody. You have no idea how happy I'm to see your faces once again. And I also want to give a big thank you to Focus Features for inviting me to a screening for this movie early in advance. You guys have no idea how ecstatic I was when I got that invite. Holy flarking shit. Alrighty, guys, so let's get into Nosferatu.
Excellent!
To say that I have been excited for this movie is a huge understatement. I mean, this movie, after unfortunately the biggest disappointment of the year, Joker Folie à, this movie to me was my most anticipated movie of the entire fall for the rest of the year. Not just because I'm a massive Robert Eggers fan. I mean, Robert Eggers to me is on the path to becoming one of the greatest filmmakers of the generation. I absolutely love The Witch. I really dug The Lighthouse, and The Northman, as you guys are fully well aware, is one of my favorite movies of all time. And knowing that he was going to be making a remake of Nosferatu, to which I just want to clarify right now to get this out of the gate, and also I realize I've pronounced the title of this name of this movie a bunch of different times, so I apologize for that, by the way. When it comes down to that original film, I'm just going to be real with you guys right out of the gate. I have not seen that original film, and I was actually planning on watching the original film before I saw this new version, but I decided to not watch it because I wanted to go into this movie with, as a person that has not seen any version of Nosferatu. Although, and I will not deny this, I have seen that iconic shot of Nosferatu shadow going up those stairs. I mean, that's one of the most iconic shots in horror history, so I do know that specific shot, but otherwise, I have never seen that original film. But again, I must say this once again, look out for my review of that film coming on Christmas Day. If you're looking for a review that's going to be very in-depth with the messages, the thematic depth, the analysis of this movie, you come to the wrong person. So what do you get when you come to this channel in this video? A guy that is going to be praising this movie non-stop, because man, I absolutely loved Nosferatu. Everybody here is fantastic. Whether it comes down to Lily Rose Depp, Nicholas Hoult, Ralph Ineson, Willem Dafoe, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emma Corrin, and especially Bill Skarsgård, everybody here is terrific. Aaron Taylor Johnson is great, Nicholas Hoult is great, Emma Corrin is great, but if I'm being honest with you guys right now, there are 3 actors in this movie that easily stole the show from me. Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe, and as y'all can imagine, Bill freaking Skarsgård. Willem Dafoe I thought was terrific as this person that goes into the more occult side of things. I don't want to give too much away, but let me just say this. Where Willem Dafoe's character goes in this movie and how things progress with him, I thought was brilliant. Lily Rose Depp, oh my god. To say that she has moments where she steals scenes from even Bill Skarsgård, I'm not joking when I say this, guys. This is easily the best I have seen Lily Rose Depp, and I am praying that after this movie comes out and after you guys get the chance to see this, that this movie and her performance, that this is the performance that catapults her career into stardom. I mean, here's the thing, guys. The sheer amount of panic, terror, and not to mention as well, just the overall vibe that she gives off with her performance. There is a specific scene in this movie where her performance gave me chills. I can guarantee you guys are asking one particular question. How is Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok? Bill Skarsgård is a force to be reckoned with in this movie. Where Bill Skarsgård goes in this movie just blew me away. There were so many scenes in this movie where I did not think that that was Bill Skarsgård. I had such a hard time believing that the dude I was seeing as Count Orlok was Bill Skarsgård. It blew me away that, not to mention as well, that Bill Skarsgård took his voice down that much, because man, there are scenes in this movie where to say that he scared me, bit of an understatement right there. He is a force of nature in this movie, and every time he spoke, there were scenes that, honest to God, had me captivated, and I was in fear of what he was gonna do next. One of the biggest reasons why I was so excited for this movie was because it was being directed by Robert Eggers. And like I mentioned to you guys just now, Robert Eggers, if you ask me, is on the path to becoming one of the best directors of this generation. I mean, the man has not missed, if you ask me. This is a man that has so much passion for the projects that he is making, and from what I have heard, he wanted to make this movie after he made The Witch, but honest to God, I am really glad that he decided to make The Lighthouse and The Northman next, because I actually don't know if he would have been able to make this movie unless if he worked on films like The Lighthouse and especially The Northman, given how big and epic the skill of The Northman is. Robert Eggers directed the hell out of this movie, making a movie that's not only captivating, scary, frightening as hell, even though those are kind of the two of the same things, but you still guys get my point, and also a movie that can at times be very seductive as well. You can tell that throughout this movie's 2-hour and 12-minute runtime, which, by the way, I want to say that really quick, this movie flies right by. This movie always had my eyes glued to the screen throughout that runtime. I was so captivated by this movie that I barely moved an inch. Another thing in particular that I gotta just gush about are the technical aspects. The cinematography, the production design, and the musical score. Nosferatu is a stunningly beautiful, gorgeous looking movie. Jaron Blanche, I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that guy's name. I am so sorry, because man, I've been a fan of this guy's work once again ever since I saw The Witch. There are so many beautiful, glorious white shots that I could honest to God see framing on my wall because they look that great. And not to mention as well, speaking of the cinematography, the use of color in this film, especially when it comes down to the winter shots, especially when you get into Count Orlok's castle. Wow. Robert Eggers, the production design team, do such an incredible job of, once again, the moment this movie starts, the moment you see those beautiful wide shots, it is such a great job of immersing you in this time period of this gothic tale of horror romance. This film's score is simply incredible. Robin Carolyn, I think that's how you pronounce his name. If not, I am so sorry, but man, this person's work in this film is just genius. Not to mention as well, the same person that co-composed the music for The Northman, in which, by the way, I absolutely love that score, and I will be buying this, by the way. This score on vinyl, it's tension-filled, and there are spots where the score gave me chills, and there are spots where my eyes just slowly widen. The other important question I have to answer is this: is this movie scary? Yeah, there are shots in this movie to which, of course, no spoilers, that the moment that I saw them, There's a couple that legitimately had me going like this. I was scared shitless. Like, this movie got me a couple of times.
Well, that's just fucking great!
When it comes to my issues with this movie, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I don't really have any issues with this movie. I mean, not if I even reached for something. I can't even think of anything, but I will say this. Before Lily Rose Depp was cast, I believe that Anya Taylor-Joy was cast too. If you guys know me well, you all know that I adore Anya Taylor-Joy, and every single thing that she has been in, she has absolutely crushed. When I initially heard that Lily Rose Depp was cast, I was doubtful. I'm not going to guys want to ask this. I was doubtful because I really wanted to see Anya Taylor-Joy as Ellen Hunter's character. I was so excited and I was doubtful about Lily Rose Depp. But the moment I saw her on screen and the moment I heard her performance, yeah, I slapped myself silly upon even thinking that she was going to be bad because, man, she crushed it.
And here we go.
So overall, I was captivated, seduced, and terrified by Nosferatu. This is a movie that not only lived up to my expectations, but it exceeded those expectations. From the performances, the writing, directing, cinematography, production design, sound, just across the board, guys, I loved Nosferatu. All in all, I'm gonna give Nosferatu a 5 out of 5. Love this movie so much, and you can bet your ass when this movie comes out on Christmas Day, I am seeking this movie out once again. I need to see this movie again ASAP. I hope you enjoyed my review of Nosferatu. If so, please hit the like button, or if you dislike the review, hit the dislike button. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.